The Woman of the Woods. An urban legend by Akwatsu no Daimonks. I remember a story about a woman. She was kind and rash, blunt, yet comforting. A living contradiction, you could say, and one a winter's evening, one such a cold and dreary night, she set out into the cold and towards the woods. She had no items on her. You know, most people will tell you that those woods were nothing special. Squirrels and bugs would run amok as the trees would let them scurry up their branches. It was just a place for walking and camping, and maybe a picnic if the weather wasn't feeling particularly down. Yet, this night was different. When she started walking into the woods, it was like the trees invited her in, like they were expecting her. She walked, and as she did so, the world went silent and tense, as if waiting for something to happen. The center of the woods she had gone to, a place where most would camp out under the dim moonlight and tell their tales of boogeymen and clowns that would steal the hearts of people in a quite literal sense. Of course, most, if not all, was pure and utter nonsense. I mean, who would wait for people to be in the middle of the woods while wearing some hockey mask and holding a machete? I know this makes me sound stupid for asking such a question, but humans are rather unique when it comes to the things they do. She was at the center of the woods, where simple oak benches and a rather large lake were idling about under said moonlight, but of course, something was off. The benches had scratches, burn marks, rotten food, etc., as if some war had taken place there. And the lake had the slightest tint of red. And apparently, the woman had stripped down and gotten into the water, swimming in it casually. Without a care in the world, one might say. She laughed and smiled in those waters. She sploshed and splashed in those waters. She felt calm in those waters. A person had stumbled across her. They were a hiker, as the tale tells. They walked up and talked to her, noticed something off about her. In an instant, they fell into the water. They never left the water. As they thrashed there, she watched them with a gaze that is hard to describe. Something akin to expectation? That's as close as I can say. Nobody understands what the point of this story is. Is it something about not going into dangerous places in the dead of night? To not speak to strangers? To not swim? I can't give you any answers, I'm afraid, but I do have a cautionary word for you. If you are reading this, never meet her. Please, never meet her.